What's up guys, Callum from Westwood Table Soccer here, welcome back to the channel, welcome to 2021, our second year, nearly, we started in April, our second year on YouTube. We have gone from strength to strength and we are doing something on this video, on this channel right now that we've never done before. You already know what it is because you've just seen the thumbnail. I'm doing a book. I know what you're thinking, Cal, you don't do books mate. You do artwork. You're pretty good at artwork. Why are you doing books? And I asked myself the same question. But this book, by the way, I do have another book up there. This book is different. This book is right up my street. This book, hopefully then, will be right up your guys' street. And the reason I'm doing it is because I only came across this on Facebook. I don't think you can really get this from anywhere except direct from the guy that helped write it. And his name is Alessio Lupi. I hope I said his name right. So he wrote this beautiful book here. Have a look how professional I am, by the way. I've been through the pages. I've marked a few up for this video. I've got you boys covered. Don't you worry, I've got you covered. So this one was written by Matteo Lastrucci, Alessio Lupi and Fabrizio Frazzoni. What an Italian frontline that would be, by the way. Lupi finds Frazzoni, puts it in the area of Lastrucci. This book's quality, by the way. So yeah, you can get this by contacting Alessio Lupi on Facebook. It costs €40 this book plus €5 shipping. So don't get me wrong, it isn't cheap, but the amount of work that has gone into this, weighing in at £2.5, 340 pages. This book is class. Now, it's class mainly for the pictures on their own. We have got heavyweights 1 to 359, I think, in here, plus some special order stuff, some goalkeeper stuff, some Jubilee boxes, some 1966 World Cups. We've got original heavyweights, classic heavyweights, hybrid figures, Subbuteo from different countries. It is all in this book. The biggest problem with this book starts from the title, Subbuteo Heavyweight, Storia e Curiosita. Now these boys are obviously Italian. This thing's all in Italian. I can't read a word of it. I don't understand any of it. England is spelled ING for a start in here, and that threw me for a bit. I was like, that's not right. Of course it's not right. But I've got you covered. I'm going to have a little flick through this, and I'm going to run you boys some footage. And girls, I hope there's some girls watching. I'm going to run you boys and girls some footage of where you can get the Google Translate app and how it works a little bit. I'm going to run that footage now while I just have a little flick through this book. So what you want to do then on your mobile device. I'm on Android, so I'll be clicking on my Play Store down there. In the search bar, I'm going to be putting in Translate. I've already searched for it. You'll get a load of options come up. You'll get all of these. What you're looking for is Google Translate. Now you will have to install yours. Mine is already on here. So I'll be clicking open and it will bring this up. Now I have set my top left to the tech language and my output language to English. You can record conversations with this. You can type in, or you can do what we're going to do and press camera. And now right in front of your face, you are going to see my phone and this camera try and translate live. Now because I'm not in great light conditions and I'm not holding the camera too steady and it's trying to translate too many words on this page because of the picture and the badge. Now what you'll see in a second is I'm going to get closer and you will see it translate that in front of your eyes to English, okay? What you can do is if you press pause translation, it will literally freeze that image on your phone. So you'll be able to read that little bit and then move across. So that is how this works, which personally I think is amazing. It's a completely free app and it will make this book accessible in any language you want. Oh, you're back. Oh, cool. Right. Just having a little flick through the book. I'm fuming. Ref 36. Nothing wrong with it. It's a lovely Ref 36. Green base, white disc. Rapid Vienna. Hang about. I'll read on. Bradford Park Avenue. Floriana. Forfar Athletic. Racing Mechelen. Rapid Vienna. Senglia Athletic. Some other teams I can't pronounce. Vittoria Setúbal. Wageningen. Not one mention of Real Betis. I was fuming about that when I first found it, so I consulted my original wall chart over here. Had a little look. They're not even mentioned there.
this book, right, I've looked in the index. I don't think Subbuteo ever did a proper heavyweight for Real Betis. I mean, now what's the point? What's the point of anything anymore? There isn't one. What an absolute letdown. I can't believe it. I looked a little bit deeper. Real Betis didn't wear white socks. The socks they've got this year on their home kit this year are pretty much mostly white. And you know what? The fans don't really like them. They prefer them more green. The Betis fans are really particular about their kits. This is completely off the book subject, but they're not a massive fan of the white socks. So Betis would have had green socks back then, and that's why they're not in here, because they're not wearing that kit. But I would have thought, given how lazy Subbuteo were of their referencing at times, I'd have thought they'd at least bung them under there. Do you know what I mean? St Mirren, Forfar sky blue and dark blue. Come on, man. But anyway, yeah, so this book, I'm going to show you guys now some cool little bits I've got picked out for you. Show you some of the little bits and pieces that are in here. And again, in the description below will be how to get hold of Alessio, so you boys and girls can get one of these. Now, little spoiler, because I'm recording mine before Stuart, I seen a tweet from Stuart today, and he even said, and I'm not going to quote it, I'm going to paraphrase what he said, because I can't remember what he said as a quote, but what he said was that this one is better than both the lightweight ones. And that is because, Stuart, it's not because there's more in this book. I've not got the other two. I can't argue it. Because this is proper Subbuteo. This is where it started. This is classic. This is soulful Subbuteo. This is beautiful Subbuteo. Look at these messed up paint jobs. Look at this guy. His face is purple. You don't get purple faces on machine paints. Oh no. No, you do not. This thing is beautiful. Let's have a little look closer at it. So let's take a little look then, a little bit closer at this book. As I mentioned before, this thing has got 340 pages, plus a little space at the back for notes, which I'll show you guys real quickly now. So I've got a few notes pages at the back, if anything you guys want to put in yourselves. That photo on the back is amazing, isn't it? So many cool teams in there. But yeah, so it weighs just over a kilogram. It's got refs 1 to 359 inside it in the book. It's got bits on the 1966 World Cup. It's got the 1970 World Cup, Jubilee boxes, speciali teams from Italy, a section on special orders, flicking keepers, other goalkeepers, Subbuteo from other countries, hybrid figures, oddities in painting and figures. There is so much stuff in this book. I can't cover it all in this video because I've literally only flicked through it. So it starts off as most books do, with a couple of pages at the start. It's got like a little like an intro section that comes in through here. There's loads of this sort of stuff, a few little notes from the authors and things, a little bit of stories, and like I said, it's all in Italian, but it's so easy to translate it now with the technology that we have. And then we come on to like an introduction, and then we get to like the first real bit of this book, and it's like an introduction into all the figures that came before the heavyweights. So you've got your celluloids here, your original heavyweights, all the different moulded figure types that came through, your scarecrows, chunkies, walkers, the moulded heavyweight. That's really some cool stuff. And look how much writing and information there is, by the way, underneath everything. The pictures, whilst they're incredible, are not like oversized and there's hardly any writing. Like, there's so much information contained within here. I don't understand any of it at the moment, I'm not going to lie to you, but again, we can translate it. So there's so many cool things that you can get through here. So much information, so many notes and things. Then you get onto, there's a bit now about catalogues, and it sort of tells you the year of the catalogues, how many teams there were in it, whether there was pictures. So this one's like all description stuff, and then they've got some ones where the photographs first started coming into it. So cool, and like little notes about each one. There's so much information. These guys, Matteo, Alessio and Fabrizio, the amount of hours and work that they must have put into this. So that's like English catalogues. Then you've got the Italian catalogue section. So much. And then you've got images, like pictures of all the catalogues here. Everyone's favourite, 77. The Italian catalogues, the international catalogues. There's so many cool things. And then look at this for a page. A double pager on original heavyweights. Look how good those guys look. They're so good. If they came out brand new today, you'd still be impressed with those. They are beautiful. So all of the original heavyweight stuff, so 1 to 52, that's all featured in here. And then we get on to our classic heavyweights. And as I said before, what they've done is feature information underneath every single one. Ref 1 they've put down as Arsenal. Personally, I wouldn't have done, but I think they've done it. Let's see, they've got Ref 14 as actually, really quickly. Not Ref 14, Ref 16. So they put Ref 16 as Sterling Albion. So that's, you know, there's probably a reason why they've done it. Because every reference number has a different club listed as it, as the main club. And then the information underneath is about that club that they've named. So obviously Ref 1 can be any number of teams. Charlton, Cliftonville, Luxembourg, like there's so many different teams it could be. Ref 2, I mean, I would put down probably as Ipswich, maybe even Leicester, Leeds away kit, whatever. They put down as Everton, so there's information about Everton, and they've done this for a lot of teams. It was Stoke. Within this book, there's all the different like designs of the different kits. What they haven't done, and to be honest with you, I'm not surprised that they haven't done, is all them little oddities in terms of base and disc colour combinations. So if that's what you're looking for, there isn't ever going to be, I don't think, a definitive 100% nailed on list. And this book probably doesn't even contain a 100% nailed on list of all the different kit variations, because some of it might have been gone, so people don't know they've got it, could be locked away, etc, etc. But you're never going to know, I don't think, 100% exactly what teams originally came on a base and disc combination. So I've seen Man Cities with claret bases, but that's not to say it didn't happen, but there's no guarantee. It's so easy to rebase heavyweights, especially old heavyweights, because they're so easy to take out and pop out of their bases. So they haven't included all the different base and disc combinations. What they have done is included the different design elements. So Ref 5 here with plain white socks, with sky blue socks, and then the special order Man City with the claret sock tops. My old man just got one of these actually. But yeah, so they've got all these little design elements in here. So some teams have got a couple of designs. You've got the original old gold here on Watford, Ref 6. There's so much information, so much information, and different things. Teams like Barcelona's loads of different information. Like I said, there's so much in here to look at and to get through. Real Madrid they put down as Ref 21, which must mean that Leeds are featured somewhere else, but I'm not sure where. I haven't found them yet. But yeah, so they've got all of this stuff, and they've got Celtic down as being Shamrock Rovers. Interesting, again, I don't know where Celtic are in terms of their feature, but Ref 28, 4 different types of Ref 28, so many. But they also include colour shifts, so little things where the colours were slightly different that they've got in here. So Ref 47 Mansfield Town, they've got the yellow version, the amber version, and then the amber version with the sky shorts, which I believe to be Halifax Town. The Motherwell, the 2 different variations, the Motherwell 46, so the one with the ambery yellow shorts as well. But yeah, so many different subtle changes. The 49s, the Motherwell version in there as well. And there's a navy version of a 49. There's so much stuff. Ref 53 with like loads of different versions of it. Like I said, there's so much information in this book, so much to go through, so much information. The Grecians is in English, I understand that, and FA Cup, Carnu. So I can recognise some of these words. But yeah, so the book itself, unbelievable. The colour variations on Ref 55, the 2 different 54s, so the green Plymouth and the standard Plymouth, AC Milan, one of the best heavyweight reference numbers, much better than its stadium partner 58, which is awful. You've got the 59s, the 2 different versions, so the right version and whatever that was supposed to be. 261s, just honestly so much stuff, so much stuff within here, just pages after pages. And one of my favourite things about it is the badges. They've got all these little badges, and I love an old school badge, all these different badges that they've got within here to represent the clubs. Now, and I can understand that some of these are probably copyrighted because some of them are older, some of them are newer. But yeah, so I imagine some of these are copyrighted badges. They've got different badges for each one. But yeah, so really cool. Other ones are different colour variations. Let's just skip forward a little bit. So Austria Vienna, the colour variations. Austria Salzburg, the different colour variations. Wacker Innsbruck. So yeah, we've got colour variations there. We've got the Peru design. So Ref 159 with the 2 different sash directions. So the right way and the wrong way. So you've got all the way through this. And we're going to just jump now through all. Honestly, look at it, so many. Kilmarnock, Paris FC, Peterborough United, Aberdeen, Dumbarton, Coventry 206. So we get all the way through Hamburg, Pescara 254. What a kit that is! Love it, love it. Coming through Lecco, what a kit that is as well. Brindisi. Then we get to like the American teams, the nasal teams. So you've got the Cosmos. The Minnesota Minutemen. I've never heard of the Minnesota Minutemen. The badge they've used is the Minnesota Kicks, which I have heard of. So is this a mistake? Because they've mentioned Minnesota Minutemen even down here. So I guess they've looked it up. I guess they have looked it up. I haven't translated it. But yeah, so that's not what I've heard of. The Boston Minutemen I've heard of. And the Hartford Bicentennials. So we've got Toronto, Tampa Bay. Philadelphia Rams is a cool kit. Whitecaps is boring. So you get all the way through your nasals. There's so much. Honestly, this kit's amazing as well. Look at that. AC Milan, basically, but with white shorts and white socks. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, so I'm trying to get through these, but honestly, there's so much, and I don't want to kind of miss anything, but I don't want to show you too much. So we get all the way through here. We get all the way through till we get to the end, which I think is ref 359 is where this stops in here. Then you get on. So this is probably one of my favourite pages in the book itself. Look how cool that is. How cool would this little display be? The 1966 World Cup, original heavyweights, named, unbelievable. And so interesting that one of the smallest countries in the whole thing, got two kits. They got a blue kit and a red kit. North Korea. Love it. Oh, Uruguay's beautiful. So that's cool. And then you get to the next page and you've got the 1970 World Cup heavyweights in name boxes. The Belgium. Oh, honestly, what a collection. What a book this is. Then we get to the Jubilees. So many cool things in here. Then we get to the Speciales. These things, wow. How cool are these? So good. So good. Love those boxes, but I imagine this isn't like a complete collection. And the only reason I say that, and again, I could be wrong if anyone knows, the reason I don't think it's a complete collection is because the national teams, there's 5, and I can understand like Brazil, Germany, Italy, Holland, but then Poland being included, and not like an England or Argentina. But was that it? Was this all there was, or was this just all they have in this book? So I love these. There's a whole bit on special order teams, so the England 3rd kit, Palace, New Southampton, Wales away kit, a whole bit on flicking keepers and the colours that they wore, and normal goalkeepers. There's like a whole section here on keepers, live action, they're rubbish. Figures from other countries, so the Portuguese version, the Brazilian version. Look at this, moulded yellow and red plastic. Unbelievable. Then you've got like oddities in terms of reference numbers, like a ref 512 Borussia Mönchengladbach. Unbelievable. It's different from a 199. Love it. 211 is different. Then we've got the Minnesota Kicks here, 557. Los Angeles Aztecs, 560. Then you've got hybrid figures, track-suited teams, a winged-shorted player on a bar. We've got this guy came out the mould all wrong. This guy's got no arm. Like, there's so much cool stuff in here. Then you've got this whole index for what every team was listed under in number order, okay? So you've got the numbers and the reference numbers and who they match up to. So if you just want to look up and go, who's under that reference number? So you could go to, let's say, ref 219. So 219 is down as Olympic Avignon or Bordeaux. So then you've got that. Or then you could go through a completely different way of looking at it. So you could go through and look at it for under a team name and look for what reference it is. So you might have a look around for a team name, and again, I have had a look through this, and I can't see Betis anywhere. I just don't think they had a reference number. So you go through it that way. Then not only have they done that, so you get all the way through this. Let me just quickly go through, and then you can look at it by what nation the country is from. Honestly, it's so good. So if you wanted to do a league for, I mean, these are all English. There's a lot of these. If you want to do a Maltese league, it's got all the Maltese teams. Italian league, it's got all of those. So cool. A Portuguese league, Scottish league, Swedish league, UEFA teams. So good. So good. What a cool book this is. And like I say, I've literally only scratched the surface of this book. It's so good. Worth it for the pictures on their own. Get in contact with Alessio Lupi right now. See if you can get hold of one of these. Contact him directly on Facebook, because you will not regret it. This book is incredible. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, it's a little bit different for this channel, but I had to do it because this book is right up my street. Such a cool book. I'm so glad I've got it. I've literally had it less than a day, and already there's creases in it. It's not perfect, and I love it. It's already starting to look like a classic heavyweight book should. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to. Couple of videos on the side. See you on the next one. Stay safe.